Okay, so the team's trick or treat route was 2/3 of a mile. So they planned to walk 2/3 of a mile. So if they were going to walk a mile, what would that look like? So 1 mile and 3 is 3/3. So on our number line, 0 to 1. So that's our number line, 1 mile. We're going to split that into thirds. So 1/3, 2/3. But they only planned to walk 2/3 of a mile, so what would that look like? So I'm expecting the children to say the first two. So we'll take off the last third and the 1. So the children had planned to walk 2/3 of a mile. So we're going to write that first bit of our problem, 2/3. So they only managed to walk half of it. So I've written half, but what does that look like as a fraction? I'm expecting them to tell me 1/2. So I'm going to write that underneath 1/2. Okay, so they only managed half of it as it got dark. So how can we split these 2/3 into half? So I'm suggesting some of the children to mention that we might pick up the half fraction piece, and for other children to mention that we could just split the 2/3 in half. So I'll draw attention to both and speak about the misconception of this being half of the whole rather than half of the 2/3 of the mile that they walked. So we're going to split these two in half. So half is 2 equal parts. So the children only walked 1/3 because they walked half. When we write this as a problem, the multiplied, so 2/3 multiplied by 1/2, the multiply can be counted as or written as of in this situation. Talking through our vocabulary, who can tell me what this bottom number is here? That's right, it's the denominator. And then the top number, yep, that's the numerator. Brilliant. So this means they have walked 1 out of 3 parts of a whole mile. So they've walked 1/3 of a mile.